Hello everyone. I'm so glad here today with you. But first, before I'm introducing myself, I want to tell you something. Every one of us should put on the masks, okay? Because this face mask can help us to limit the spreading the germs. So now I'm going to remove my mask, okay? Again, hello, my name is Bژار. I'm a teacher at private school of Zaniari, and please stay with us and our page of Zaniari. And today I'm going to talk about the present simple, okay? So today I'm going to talk about the present simple. So today it will be our first lesson here at this page. So please try to watch us and look at the lessons in every steps, okay? So today we are going to talk about present simple. When we can use present simple, and I'm sharing some examples here, and how can we make an affirmative sentence, and how can we make a negative sentence, and how can we make questions or interrogative sentences. Okay, so let's look at the form of present simple. Actually, we can make present simple and divide present simple into three categories, okay? The first category is with the main verb. How can we make present simple with the main verb? We can make present simple with the main verb by dividing into two parts. First one is with the pronoun of he, she, and it. These pronouns, we can call them singular pronouns. They are singular pronouns. How can we make or form a present simple tense with singular pronouns? Then we will look at some plural pronouns. How can we make a present simple sentences with plural nouns? Okay? So first, let's look at singular pronouns. The form, or as you usually said, the rule and the form of present simple tense with singular pronoun is like subjects. So the subject should be he or she and it. Subject, he and she and it. Let me tell you something, guys, okay? Dear students, before using the pronoun, we should use the subject, like Ali. First, we should refer to the noun like Ali. Then, when I said Ali is a good student, then after that, I can say he. He is a good student. But first, I should refer to the noun. When I start talking with someone, if I say she, so maybe he or she asking, who's she? So first, you should be aware, you should refer to the Sarah or any other noun before she. And it, the same. For example, the conference starts tomorrow. So the conference, we can use it instead of using the conference. So these are pronouns. We can use these pronouns instead of using the noun. Instead of using Ali in the sentence, I can say he. And Sarah, she, and it, also with the apple or the conference, and so on. Okay, so present simple, we can use present simple during our speaking when we are talking about some habits, or when we are talking about the nature, or we are talking about the fixed plan, a plan. Okay? So in this situation, we can use present simple. Okay, guys, dear students? Okay, so let's see how can we make an affirmative sentence with singular pronouns, like he, she, it. When you see Ali or he and she and it, you should know that we should put S to the verb. Put S at the end of the verb, okay? And ES with some other verbs, and IES with some more verbs. I will explain it later in which kind of verb we can use S, and in which kind of verb we can use ES, in which kind of verb we can use IES. Then the complement. The complement, they like the adverbs or adjectives. They come at the end of the sentence. Okay, dear students? So, look, the verbs should take S, ES, or IES. So which kind of verb can take ES? The verbs are start or end with O, like what? Go. The verbs end with X, like fix. The verbs ends with ch, like watch. And the verb ends with sh, like wash. Okay? So in this kind of situation, you should know that we should add ES, not only S. We should add ES. Go, goes. Fix, fixes. Sorry? Watch, watches. Wash, washes. So these verbs, they should take ES, not only S. They should take ES. Then we have some verbs that ends with Y. Some verbs that ends with Y. Like what? Maybe you ask. Like what? Try. So there's Y at the end of the verb. Try. We should change Y into I. We should change Y into I. Okay? Then put ES. So try become tries. We should change Y into I, then add ES. Maybe you ask, Mister, what about play? Play. What about play? There's a Y at the end of play. Can we make Y into I, then ES? No. No, it's not correct. Because there's A before Y. The vowels. You know vowels? I'm sure you know that. Let me write down the vowels. How many vowels do we have? 5. Very good. Bravo. A, O, E, I, and U. So if you find these vowels before Y, like play, so we are not going to change Y into IES. We should just put S. That's it. Only S. Because there is a vowel before Y. So we cannot change Y into IES. But try is try. R is vowel. Very good. No, it's not a vowel. So if you do not find a vowel before Y, so you should change Y into I, then add ES, please. Okay? So, as I told you at the beginning, I'm sharing some examples, like Sarah always takes a medicine. So look, takes, S. Sarah always takes a medicine. Ali watches a movie. So look, watches. Watches, ES. He tries very hard. He tries very hard. Tries, I-E-S, changing Y into I, then E-S. Very hard. Okay? So, the base of tries is what? Try. The base of watches is what? Watch. The base of takes is what? Take. So, look, take the base form of takes. Watches the base form of watch, and tries, the base form of tries is try. Okay, so maybe you ask, Mr., what's the negative form? The negative form of this sentence. How can we make a negative form with present simple, with singular verbs? Look the form, or you said the rule, because most of the students said rule, or the form, no different, okay? We can use this form when we are trying to make a negative sentence with present simple. Subject, doesn't, base verb, the base verb, be careful about the verb, the base form of the verb, then complement. How can you change this sentence into negative? Sarah always takes a medicine. As I told you, instead of using Sarah, we can use she. I'm not always trying to refer to the person. I can use the pronoun. Instead of using the noun, I can use the pronoun. So, the pronoun of Sarah is she. She doesn't take a medicine. Look, be careful. She doesn't take a medicine. So, takes is changed to take. Take. Without S. Take. She doesn't take a medicine. Ali watched a movie. So, can you tell me what's the negative form of this sentence? Ali watched a movie. Can you? Yes. Good. He doesn't watch a movie. Look, he, instead of using Ali, doesn't watch a movie. So again, we have what? Base form of the verb watches. So, watches become watch. Be careful. The last one, he tries very hard. He tries very hard. So, the subject is he, and doesn't, then tries should become to the base form of the verb. Look. He doesn't try very hard. So, try. Instead of using tries. Why? Because there's a helping verb. There's a helping verb doesn't come before the main verb. So, this doesn't word make the verb into base. It changes the verbs into base form. Tries into try. Watched into watch. Takes into take. So this is the affirmative and negative form with present simple by using the singular pronoun. So, dear students, let's move to this pronoun. I, we, they, and you. Again, instead of using they, first I should refer to the names, like Ali and Sarah. So Ali and Sarah, two persons. So two and more than two persons become what? They. Two and more than two persons become what? They. Look, they, instead of using Ali and Sarah, they play football every day, let's say. They play football every day as a habit, every day, okay? So I use the base form. The verb should be base. Look at the affirmative form or rule. You say rule, huh? Subject, base verb, and complement. So this is the base verb, play. I didn't say they place football every day. No, it's not correct. They play football. So the verb should be base. We clean the board. We clean the board. So I didn't say we cleans. No. No. It's a verb. It's a verb. It's not a noun. And we don't have any third person singular. So it's different. Okay? We clean the board. So, Mr., how can we make a negative form with these plural nouns or pronouns? They play football. Look at the form, subject, like they or we and I. Don't, base form of the verb, then complement. Look, they play football. They don't play football. They don't play football. We clean the board. We don't clean the board. We don't clean the board. So this is how we can make a negative form by using the plural subjects. Okay, so we said we can make the present simple affirmative sentence, and we can make a negative sentence at present simple. So the last part of present simple with main verb is interrogative sentence. So how can we make an interrogative sentence with present simple? First, let's look at the form. The form of interrogative sentence with present simple, we should put does at the beginning of the sentence, then subject. What kind of subject? Singular one. Be careful, like he and she and it. Then base verb. Then at the end, we should put a question mark. Look, Shara always takes a medicine. So does she take a medicine? Does she take a medicine? So this kind of sentence is called yes-no question. Yes-no question. By the way, be careful. We should pronounce this. The transcription of this is che, not she. Question, no question, not she. It is question, question, question. Yes, very good. So this kind of sentence, we can call them interrogative sentence, and it's yes-no question. It means that you should answer this kind of question with yes or no. But there are some sentences which they can start with WH question. Look, WH question. It means WH comes at the beginning of the sentence, at the start of the sentence, then does. Who? And let me tell you one point. When you use who, you should remove subject, because we are asking about the person. We are looking for the person who does watch a movie. Who do that, yani? Okay? So be careful, and we can use where, but if you use where, we should remove the place. The place. And why you should remove the reason. The reason. Okay? So look, why, who does watch a movie? This is called WH question. WH question. So this form, we can use this form with singular subject. What about plural subject? Like we, they, look, and you. So this is the affirmative sentence. They play football. How can make an interrogative sentence? Put do at the beginning, please. Do. Then subject. What kind of subject? You, we, or they. Do you, verb base, then complement. They play football. Do they play football? Do they play football? Question mark. As I said, this is yes, no question sentences. Okay? Why do you clean the board? So, WH question at the beginning of the sentence. So, that's why we can call them WH question. And again, we can use who do clean the board. Who do clean the board without you. Who do clean the board. Again, question mark at the end. So I removed you because I'm already looking at the person who do that, who do clean the board. So when we are using who, we should remove the subject. And why? Why do you clean the board? There's no reason. But if there's a reason, you should remove the reason. Then put why. And if there's a place, when you are asking someone to the place, you can use where. Then we should remove the place. Okay? So this is the present simple with main verb with affirmative sentence and with negative sentence. Yes, affirmative sentence. It's done. Then present simple with negative sentence. It's done. And with interrogative sentence, question, I mean, it's done too. With what? With main verb. So let's move to the second part with the helping verb. Students, so let's move to second and third part of this present simple. Yes, because first I said that we can categorize present simple into three parts. The first one was with the main verbs, and the second one with verb to have, then with verb to be. Yes, verb to have. We can use have and has with present simple when we are talking about something that we have, like car or house or brothers, sisters. For example, I have 4 and 5 brothers. She has 2 sisters. So let's look more examples. First one, present simple with verb to have with affirmative sentence. We can use he and she and he and it, sorry, and it, yes. He and she and it, yes. has, then with noun. He, she, instead of using he, we said that. We can use the new manager has many good teachers. And she, instead of using she, we can say Sarah. Yes. Look at the example. He has a lot of books. This is the affirmative form by using verb to have, which is has. He has a lot of books. Yes. What about the plural? Like I, they, we, you, we should use have instead of using has. We cannot say they has. It's not correct. They has, it's not correct. They has. No. We should use have. He have. No, it's not correct. Not have. We should use has. He has a lot of books. They have a big house. They own a big house. Yes. So let's move to the negative form. How can we make a negative form of he has a lot of books? Most of the students, actually, they made a mistakes. They said he hasn't a lot of books. No, it's not correct. We should say he doesn't have a lot of books. Okay? Understood? Good. Then the plural, they have a big house. Most of the students said they haven't a big house. No, it's not true. We should use helping verb like do and does, because has and have here, they are acting like a main verb. Okay? So, as I told you, most of the students said he hasn't. Is that true? He hasn't a lot of books? No, very good. Bravo. No, it's not true. We should say he doesn't have. Okay? So just let me tell you something. If you find verb 3 after has and have, it means that they are helping verb. Helping verb. What does that mean? It means that they can become a negative and interrogative. If you find verb 3, or you said PP, okay? Yes, I know that, okay? Has and have, if you find has and have, and after has and have, if you find verb 3 or PP, so has and have are helping verb. So if they are helping verbs, it means that they can become a negative form and interrogative form. But is there any PP form after has and have in this sentence? Example, he has a lot of books. Can you find any PP after has here? Very good. No, there is no PP. No verb 3. They have a big house. Is there any verb 3? No. Is there any verb 3? No, there is no verb 3. So if there isn't any verb 3 after has and have, so has and have are main verb. So if they are main verb, how can make them into negative form? Like he has a lot of books, we should make them into negative one, like he doesn't have. Look, he doesn't have a lot of books. They have a big house. Mister, how can we make them into negative form? They have a big house. They don't have. They don't have a big house. Don't. So we can use doesn't have with this and don't have with this one. So what about the interrogative? Questions sentences. We should put do, does at the beginning of the sentence. He has a lot of books. Look, become what? Does he have? Does he have a lot of books? Question mark. What about they have a big house? Should put do they have a lot of books? Do they have a lot of books? So we should put do at the beginning of the sentence. Then the subject should be they, we, and you. And here he, and she, and it. Okay? We should use do with plural subjects and does with singular one. So this is the second part of present simple, which is with verb to have. Let's move the final part of the present simple. Yes? With present simple, we can use verb to be, like am, is, are. So am, is, are. We can use am with I, it, she, he, is, they, we, you, are. Yes. With noun and adjectives. With noun and adjectives. Okay? Look, an example with affirmative sentence. He is a good student. He is, yes, he is a good student. So, good is adjective. Student is object or object, yes. And he is subject. So subject, adjective, and object. Look, object, there's adject here. Okay, so subject at the first, adjective, describe the subject. Add, it means adding, like adding information about someone. Adding information about someone. This is called adjective. Adjective. An object, complement of the subject. He is a good student. They are good students. Again, subject, adjective, and object, and subject. I am a new player. I am a new player. So let's move to the negative form of am, is, are. Am, is, are, they can take not. I'm not, he is not, they are not. Okay? Look, he is not a good student. He is not a good student. They aren't good students. I'm not a new player. I'm not a new player. This is the negative form. What about interrogative? The question form of am, and is, and are. Look, we should put and bring am, is, are, yes, at the beginning. Is he a good student? I'm asking you. Is he a good student? So, can you answer? Yes, he is, or no, he isn't. So again, we have what? Yes, no, question. Yes. Yes, no question. Are they good student? Are they good student? Are you a new player? Why are they good students? Again, we have WH question. We can use WH words at the beginning of the sentence. Then the helping, or let's say the verb to be, then subject, then the complement. So this is the example about using interrogative sentence. Okay, so present simple is finished. Now let's move to the second tense, which is past simple.